everyone, my name is Deborah Dogba. This is Meet an Entrepreneur, and today I have Judy here. I'm going to let her introduce herself.
Hi, my name is Judith Obodougo, a Forever Living Products independent distributor. So I sell mainly health products, wellness, and also for people that are into sports. We also sell some things for them. And so we also have some for kids too, for everyone in the family. We have products for everyone.
So, Judy, before we get into all the Forever Living products, we want to get to know you. Who is Judy?
I came to the state of, I usually use my son to count it. I came to the States about 10 years ago. So I'm from Nigeria, but now I'm an American citizen. So I went to school at University of Nebraska. So I graduated. So when I graduated from there, I was trying to find something to do. You know, when you came to the country, you're lost. You don't know what to do.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of tried so many things to fit into the system. By then, taking care of my son. So I tried so many business. I wanted to open my own business, but I don't have the support, the background to start it. So when I knew, my mom told me about, because my mom used to sell Forever products. So my mom told me about it. She said, why not start something, so that way you have something on the corner to be doing. Because I know inside me, I'm an entrepreneur. I wanted to start a business. So when I started selling it, my friends are the ones that buy it from me anyways.
Mm-hmm.
So from there, I said, well, I think this is a good idea. Maybe I should go back to start selling it while I also work in my field, because I wanted to go to nursing school before. So that's pretty much about me.
So, Judith, you just told us about yourself, how you started, you immigrated to the States. Tell us about the Forever Living product.
Forever Living Products is originally from Canada. So it's a science meet health. So is more like using a natural remedy for yourself. We have honey, and then we have some skincare products.
So, I see honey here.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So my son is asthmatic.
Mm-hmm.
So I use this honey because it helps. It doesn't have any artificial products on it.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't have any chemicals on it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very good, especially for kids that has allergies and asthmatic.
Mm-hmm.
So this is very good since I started using it for my son. He doesn't we don't go to the doctor frequently like we used to. Usually we go to the doctor every once in a week just to keep up with his inhaler, how many inhalers he uses, and make sure that all his lungs are clear. So since I started using the product, everything is good. We don't, sometimes the hospital will call and say, oh, you haven't called for your appointment. Like, well, he's doing good now. Not like I said, the product is science meet nature. So it helps a lot. So I would recommend it for kids or even adults that have any respiratory problem.
So, ever since you have been using this product, your son's health has improved.
Exactly, yes.
How long have you used the product for your son?
Let's say, because when they diagnosed it, he was around 7 years old. So I wasn't using it then. So my mom, like I said, when my mom told me that I think I should go and start selling this, so I was more, because I wanted to go into healthcare field. So I believe I should go to the hospital to do allergy tests to know what's going on with my son. But when I started using it, I feel like, well, I know God heals people, but we need doctors. But with this, you need an extra help too. So I'll say he has been using it for about 5 years now.
Oh wow!
Yes, and he helps. It helps a lot. Also have vitamins.
Vitamins?
Yes, we have the vitamins for adults and for the kids.
Okay.
So people don't really know how old I am, which I'm not gonna tell. So whenever you ask me, oh, what do I use? This is what I use. I use it every day. So it helps because vitamin C helps with your immune system. It helps with your skin. So I take it every day. So I always have a supply at home. You can swallow it as a tablet or you can chew it. So this is for adults, and then this one is for kids. I know some, if you can't get your kids to eat vegetables, I don't have to force them to eat vegetables because I know once you take one of this, it's 3 times a day. So morning, afternoon, evening. So once your kid have this, you don't have to worry about them not eating vegetables. So that is the same science with nature that I was talking about.
So you said you have a full-time job.
Yes. I do.
And on the side, you're an entrepreneur.
Correct.
And you do forever living.
Correct.
Are you able to balance that lifestyle?
So mainly for the forever living product, my clients will send me an email, or they will call me or send me a text and say, oh, some of my supplies are finished. If you can go back and then reorder some for me. So when we just go into my account and put in the order. Once I put in the order, then they can ship it to me, or I can enter, if it's somebody that already have I already have their information, so I will go ahead and order it, and then it will ship to them.
Okay.
It wasn't easy, to be honest. It wasn't easy at the beginning. When I became a single parent, because his other parents live in another state. So my sister used to live with me before she got married and moved to Colorado. Now I want to bring her back again because I need her. So I would say everything is just God's grace. God gave me the strength to be able to manage everything. So usually in the morning, I get him ready when he go to school. Then I will head to work. Then when I'm at work during my break time, that's when I put in my orders for my forever living products. Then when I come home, we have to, if we have any game or if the weather is nice, we'll go to the park. We'll come home, he do his homework. So it's like clockwise every day. So but when I'm off, I have a me time with him. So I make sure that I spend some time with him and go through my emails and catch up with the emails on any activity that's going on in school, because now I'm the one that does everything, like schedule doctor's appointments, school activities, my own activities. So it is not easy, but by God's grace, you can, like I say, you can achieve anything you put your mind into. So, but he is older now, so he helps with some of the stuff that I need to be done. Like before we leave, if I remember some things that I have to do, I have to write it down. So the ones that he can do, I will let him do it. So I don't want it to weigh on me. But when he was little, I have to juggle everything. Sometimes it feels overwhelming, but I'm glad that he's old enough, he can do some of the stuff by himself. So he helps a lot. So now it's not too much pressure on me.
So, like you said, support system as an entrepreneur is very important. You ought to have a support system in place, whether it's a family member, a relative, or even friends. And also, you mentioned God Almighty. So there is always something there that you need to bring to your life to make it work. And we know that everybody's situation is different, but for Judith here, she's a single mom and she had to balance her work life, entrepreneur, and also their life with her son. So what advice, beside everything that you already said, would you like to give our viewers?
Well, the advice I would give is, right now you might be feeling that you are all alone, that you can do it. But I would say that if you buckle up what you're going through, nobody will know. So you have to have like a support system, like you said before, people that you trust, maybe even people at the church or people you're working with that you know that have gone through the same thing, so they understand where you're coming from. So like for me, sometimes if I'm running late to pick my son from school, so because after school he stays in school for after school activities, if I'm running late and I can't pick him up, he has a friend. I will call the mom and say, oh, if you're going to pick your son up, do you mind picking my own son up? So she would say, sure, no problem. So before, I'm not the kind of person that like people to help me. I like to do stuff by myself. But at the end of the day, I'm worn out. I can't spend time with my son. I can't even open my book if I have a book that I brought from the library to read. I can't do anything. I can't cook, so I keep buying stuff because I don't have the time, to have that time with him. So, but now I realize that if you have friends that you trust, that are happy to help, that won't feel like you're a burden to them, you don't be afraid to reach out. Just tell them, what your day is like. There's always somebody that will give you a, hearing ear, that is there to hear, what you're going through. But not that you're feeling like a burden to them, but just to let them know, like, hey, I just have a little bit favor, if you don't mind. So having a great support system helps a lot. Yeah.
That's a big of advice that you're giving us. I can relate to that. Support system is very important as an entrepreneur, and also the both of us, we are diaspora. We immigrated to the US, and everything is different.
Exactly.
We get to adapt ourselves, adapt to the system. So support system is very, very important. Whether you find it at church with family members, relatives, find something that works for you. And I believe this brings us to the end of this section. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. So on to the next. Have a great time. Bye-bye.
Bye.